First at 4, breaking news on a school shooting in Nashville. Students and adults have died. We are getting new information on the woman who pulled the trigger. A professor at Wayne State University has been suspended after a social media post. The school's president calls the message, quote, morally reprehensible. Plus, Ron Hilliard joins us here first at 4.
And Karen, it's the battle between winter and spring. We could have wintry weather midweek and also 60-degree weather. We'll talk about that in your forewarned forecast.
I'm only 61 inches tall, and I know that it is one thing when you are growing by the foot. It is something else entirely when your foot is doing the growing.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, police are trying to put together another horrifying puzzle after a shooting at a Christian grade school in Nashville. We've been getting updates on the victims, the shooter, and the investigation. Kimberly Gill is in the newsroom with the very latest for us. And Kim, the information has been changing throughout the afternoon.
It has. Karen, good afternoon to you. It's been a heartbreaking afternoon for students, parents, and the entire community surrounding the Covenant School in Nashville. It's a Presbyterian private school with about 200 students from preschool through 6th grade. So here's what we know so far. 3 students were shot to death along with 3 adults inside the school. Investigators now say the shooter was a 28-year-old woman who died when she was shot by police. At first, they thought she might have been a teenager. Police say they're searching at an address linked to the shooter, but she's not been identified publicly. It's believed she's a former student at that school, but again, police are still digging into her background. President Biden is reacting to the shooting, and we're hearing from people in the community as well who are, as you can imagine, stunned.
I don't know how somebody could go through with doing something like that, and especially children, it's disgusting.
We have to do more to stop gun violence. It's ripping our communities apart, ripping the soul of this nation, ripping at the very soul of the nation. And we have to do more to protect our schools so they aren't turned into prisons.
Police say the woman entered the school through a side door. It's believed all the doors were locked, and the question of how she got inside is a big part of this investigation. We're also told she was carrying 2 assault-style rifles as well as a pistol during her shooting spree. Police are offering updates every few hours or so we'll bring you any new information when you join us for Local 4 News at 5 o'clock. Karen, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kim. We do also have breaking news from Israel at this hour, where angry protests seem to be getting results. Tens of thousands hit the streets over controversial changes to the judicial system. The chaos shut down much of the country. Late today, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced he's putting the changes on hold, hoping to find a compromise with his political opponents. His government is trying to give Parliament the power to overturn decisions by the country's Supreme Court. Critics say that would upset the delicate system of checks and balances. Plus, Netanyahu is facing corruption charges himself. Parliament is expected to revisit the issue during its summer session, which does start at the end of April. Here at home, Wayne State University has suspended an English professor after a social media post the university is calling, quote, morally reprehensible. University President M. Roy Wilson sent a campus memo about the incident. It says the social media post stated that rather than shouting down people we disagree with, murder would be justified to silence them. The letter says the university does defend free speech, but this post exceeded reasonable expectations. Wayne State also notified law enforcement. The professor is suspended with pay effective immediately. All right, get this. More than 24 local Burger King restaurants are starting to shut down. This is one of the top stories right now on clickondetroit.com. A company called EYM King of Michigan has filed notice. It will close 26 locations in cities like Detroit, Southfield, Ferndale, Livonia, and more. It says it cannot reach operating agreements with the Burger King cooperation, but doesn't share specifics. More than 400 employees will lose their jobs. Some closures started 10 days ago, and all the restaurants are scheduled to close by April 15th. You can see the entire list of restaurants at clickondetroit.com. UAW Bargaining Convention began at Huntington Place today. Delegates from the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico will decide the union's agenda for the next 4 years. The event is also an opportunity to unify union members before future negotiations. Shawn Fain was declared the winner in a closely contested race for president last week over incumbent Ray Curry. The newly elected UAW president took the stage today.
The UAW is ready to get back in the fight for good jobs, for economic justice, for our families, and for our communities. And we are united to serve you. Now, we're here to come together to ready ourselves for the war against our only one and only true enemy, multi-billion-dollar corporations and employers that refuse to give our members their fair share.
Fain said during his campaign that he will fight for substantial changes to the current master contracts with the Detroit automakers. The UAW and the Big Three will begin bargaining this summer. All right, let's take a moment to focus on your first forecast. And we would like to welcome meteorologist Ron Hilliard to Local 4 First at 4. He's filling in for Kim Adams today. So what's going on this evening, Ron?
Thank you, Karen. Well, are you tired of the wet weather? We do get a break, but it is short-lived. The exact track 4D radar showing things are clearing out across southeast Michigan. We're looking at the downtown Detroit. Things are cloudy out there still right now. The temperature coming in at 44. It is overcast, as you see right there with that view. Well, across the area, temperatures range from around 47 as you get into Howell and Flint, down to 40 degrees in Mount Clemens. We're at 42 in Grosse Ile, 43 in Monroe. Now, things are going to be going up with those temperatures later on this week, but first we have to get through a chance of some snow showers out there. We do have some raindrops possible as well on Wednesday. And then we have those temperatures heading way up as we get into Friday. Then later on this week, as we get into the weekend, another chance of rain, snow, and wind out there.
All right. Thank you very much, Ron. Many of our children go through growth spurts, but the 14-year-old you're about to meet from Goodrich, Michigan, has gone through a super-sized transformation. It's created some challenges, but some big-name companies are now offering some super-sized solutions. Paula Tutman gives us the startling perspective.
You know, a lot of people might get teased and they might be called vertically challenged. Now, that's not necessarily Eric's deal. He's not vertically challenged in this way. But when it comes to his feet, that has been a huge, literally a huge challenge. Eric Kilborn Jr. is 14 years old in the 9th grade and has not gone through his growth spurt yet. But he's already outgrown every single shoe on the planet.
I started to get really worried. It was scary at first because I realized, oh, I'm not going to have shoes. I'm going to have to start walking barefoot.
His current size, somewhere around a men's 22. He's already outgrown it.
I was wearing a pair of Crocs, and they were almost torn in half, and I had worn them for about 2-ish years.
His brother Grayson, who's only 11, who looks up to his brother.
It was kind of hard because, seeing your brother in that kind of position really makes you, feel bad for him and stuff.
And his mother Rebecca is pained when she thinks about what it has taken to find her child shoes that fit.
The depth of desperation that I felt, I tear up a lot even when I think about just how hopeless it felt.
Mom is 6'2", Dad is 6'5". At birth, Eric was an average size, 8 pounds, 2-ounce baby, except when the doctor looked at his feet.
As soon as he was born, just turned to him and said, oh my gosh, these are the biggest feet I have ever seen on a newborn.
And so after searching everywhere, Rebecca reached out on social media. 3 shoe companies have reached back. Under Armour, which actually flew to the Goodrich, Michigan area yesterday, took measurements and agreed to custom make critical kicks for Eric.
They had a special scanner that went around and just took a 3D model of his foot and exactly the needs that his precise shoes will have to be to fit the size, the length. It was fascinating.
Puma is also jumping in, and City Slicker in Detroit.
He will be able to have shoes for graduation, for weddings, dances, all of those things. And these are just things that we didn't expect he would ever have.
That's a big young man. 6'10" and still growing. He's got a whole lot of soul, Karen. See what I just did there?
Listen, see what you did.
Brother Grayson, right? See, I had to do it. Brother Grayson, not the same trajectory, but really kind of close. This family is so grateful to these companies who are coming to their aid, helping them out, but also really pleased with the community they built with social media where people are actually helping one another. It is quite an amazing feat. Yes,
I did
Oh,
a
Paula,
game.
you're doing it. You're doing it. Go.
Right, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. But you know what? They're wonderful, wonderful family. So grateful, so humble.
Paula, thank you so much. We love the story. Love the words. Coming up next, the battle over student debt forgiveness could actually lead to a political standoff that puts some Democrats in a really awkward position. We're going to explain that. Also, why Britain's Prince Harry and pop superstar Elton John were in the same courtroom today. It's a celebrity legal battle that's getting a lot of attention. We're back in less than 3 minutes.